What has 12 million eyes, over 50 million fingers, and reaches from the Statue of Liberty all the way to the Pacific Ocean? Hands Across America, a human chain 4,000 miles long.
When I was cloned, they wiped a lot of memory.
Hands across America.
And in this fragment of bone, it stores all of your memories and consciousness. And with that, they can make a sufficient replica of yourself, a reproductive version of you. Don't want to say too much information. This is going to be broadcast on the internet. This process has been around for quite some time.
They kill you if you try to walk away, and they clone you.
Hands across America.
Hey guys, it's Anti-Everything, and today we're going to be breaking down the symbolism in Jordan Peele's Us. Hands Across America was a 1986 benefit campaign that was sponsored by the US in order to raise money for homeless and hungry Americans. The plan was to form a continuous chain across the continental United States. 6.5 million people joined hands that day, but even that wasn't enough to convince people to donate to the cause. The campaign was expected to raise between $50 and $100 million. Only $34 million was raised. After deducting the costs needed to sponsor the event, only $15 million was donated to help the homeless. Even worse, the human chain broke in several states. Robert Hayes, founder of the National Coalition for the Homeless, told The Times that they spent too much to raise too little and promoted a national extravaganza empty of content. Peele came up with the idea for Us after watching the 1986 promo video. In Us, the tethered represent hungry and homeless people.
I wish I had a home, more food to eat. I wish I had a camp.
The film implies that Red has taken Adelaide's place.
God brought us together that night.
This represents the fact that while some people may be able to climb out of poverty, many will not. The tethered mirror their counterparts every move, but they are never able to rise to the top. They are a result of a nationwide government program that created perfect clones of everyone in the world so that they could control them. On the surface, the program was successful. The tethered were identical to their doubles, even down to the last hair. But science was unable to replicate the mind and the soul, leaving all of the tethered unable to speak, except for Red. The government decided they were basically useless, and left them to rot in a series of underground tunnels throughout the United States. Near the end of the film, Adelaide enters the tunnel under the House of Mirrors where she first met her double. In front of Red is a chalkboard of stick figures holding hands, and this is where Hands Across America comes into play. Red wants the tethered to kill their doubles and stand hand in hand across the United States to bring awareness to the tethered. The final shot of the film shows all of the tethered hand in hand across America, representing the importance of the movement that never took off. Human cloning is another issue that is brought up in the film.
Dollies seem to raise more frightening issues. If we can clone a sheep, many asked, why not a human being?
Nobel Prize-winning geneticist Joshua Lederberg advocated for human cloning in 1966. In response, conservative bioethicist Leon Kass wrote at the time that the programmed reproduction of man will in fact dehumanize him. Some scientists suggest that clones will be beneficial in order to generate tissues and whole organs to treat patients who otherwise cannot obtain transplants.
Your twin for spare parts.
They say this crazy idea could one day save thousands of lives because there aren't nearly enough hearts for everyone who needs a transplant.
Many fear that this ideology is prone for abuse, resulting in a generation of humans whose organs and tissues would be harvested.
This is the start now, Patrick, to where we go down the road to, well, we'll let this grow a little bit longer because, well, then we can use the eyes.
Oakland University's Joyce Havstad invokes the Parfix non-identity problem as a theory against human cloning. This basically states that if a person's existence is unavoidably flawed, then the only alternative to bringing them into a flawed existence is to bring no one into existence at all. All theories and speculations aside, Us raises a lot of questions about privilege, poverty, and international relations. Peele's ability to take societal issues and mold them into a vision of terror is truly the mark of a great director, and I can't wait to see what he does with Candyman.
I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let it